Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. I am your host, Henry Harris. Welcome to the Brother Henry and You Show. I'm your host, Henry Harris. I trust and pray that you are having an amazing day. We have a wonderful program for you today. And today I just want to come and talk about the gift of saying no. The gift of saying no. You know, one of my dear friends says, you're not free to say yes until you're free to say no. And I believe that this is the ultimate problem that a lot of people have in life, is that some of us even feel like we're obligated to say yes all the time to everything, literally everything. And when you do that, you have to realize that you're actually opening a pathway or a door for people to not only manipulate you, but also to abuse you and to violate your boundaries. So saying no sometimes is a gift. So we need to be aware of that. We need to be knowledgeable of that. And that's what I want to talk about today. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it so difficult to say no? It's just a word, right? No. You would think like nobody want to get mad, or I'm not expecting a certain reaction out of someone because I just said no. It's just a word, right? And I was having an interesting conversation with a friend the other day. And I told him that sometimes I find it very hard to say no, even when I know that I should. And you know what? After I told my friend this, which I loved his response, you know what he said? He said, you will one day not only appreciate the word no, but you will also understand the gift of saying no. Do you think that's profound? I thought that was powerful. His statement really spoke volumes to me, because even though I know that that's something that I struggle with at times, in turning people down or rejecting someone or saying no, I am positive some of you who are watching right now may have similar struggles. How many of you right now can say, yeah, I struggle with saying no sometimes? How many of you right now can say, well, I struggle with saying no because I'm afraid somebody's going to reject me, or they won't talk to me again, or they don't want to deal with me again, or they may think I'm a horrible person because I said no. I think all of us struggle with that at times. I think there are many reasons why we don't say no. But the ultimate reason is we don't want to disappoint anyone. Would you say that's the ultimate reason? There are many reasons why we refuse to say no, but I think that's the ultimate reason. We are really afraid of how someone will respond to our no. We don't want to disappoint anyone. We have this attitude, or at least I did at one time in my life, trying to please and appease people. And we felt obligated to say yes to everything. I have now learned that while it is okay to say yes sometimes, if you are saying yes all the time, that is actually very unhealthy, and it violates your boundaries. And I believe I said that earlier. You know who you are. You can't say yes to every single thing. And if you're programmed to say yes all the time, you need to start deprogramming. You need to start to reevaluate that type of believing and that type of thinking that I have to say yes to everything or to everyone. This can be an opportunity. This can be an opportunity for people to abuse you as well. Because in their minds, you will never say no to anything. So they will use that not only as an opportunity, but to their advantage to take over you and use you. I think all of us can relate to that. We've all been used and abused and manipulated in somehow. But if you're always saying yes all the time, that's exactly what you're doing. You're giving them the opportunity to run over you, so to speak, to take advantage of you. It is okay to say no, no matter to who it is. I don't care if that's your mom, your uncle, your brother, your sister, no matter who it is. I understand that saying yes may be a hard cycle for some of you to break because it's something that you are accustomed to. It's a cycle for some of you that needs to really be broken. And there are two things that comes to my mind when I think about this. Why are you afraid to say no to someone? Ask yourself that question. I told you why I was afraid at one time. Rejection. They wouldn't talk to me again. They would perceive me as if I'm being rude or condescending or hurting them by saying no. That's how I felt. But you tell me, why are you afraid to say no to someone? The biggest reason is what this thing that we call, this is what I think the biggest reason, is this thing that we call rejection. If I say no, they will reject me. They will become angry. There may be feelings of hurt, or you may be perceived as being unkind. What a distorted picture to have of someone all because of the word no? Really? I think the person who may feel this way will oftentimes put the other person on a guilt trip too. Have you been there before? You say no, they try to manipulate you into saying yes because they didn't respect or couldn't accept the fact that you said no. Do not tolerate this. This has a lot to do with someone respecting your boundaries, and we need to talk about that for the next few minutes. Sometimes saying no takes courage. It takes courage to say no, and you may find yourself feeling proud of yourself. Wow, I can't believe I finally said no. And that's what you mean. And not only that's what I mean, that's what I need to make clear, and that's what I have made clear. I said no, and my no means no. I made that clear. I made that obvious. I said no, so let me explain why. Don't do that. Because even with an explanation, it's still not going to change their perception of you and how they feel about you by you denying them and telling them no. Never feel like you owe someone an explanation because you said no. Why you say no for? Why you rejected me? Why you say no? Well, let me explain why I said no. I got a light bill to pay, or I got this to do, or I got to get groceries, or I got to fix my car. You don't have to go into explanation with them. If it's someone that's always expecting yes from you, if it's someone that you are accustomed to saying yes to all the time, and you're finally saying no, I'm telling you, you can sit there and explain till you're blue in the face. It's still not going to change anything until they get that yes out of you. The last time I checked, no means no, and yes means yes. So if you said no, you need to stick to it. You need to stick to it. So that simply means no, you can't use my car. No, I don't have the money for you to borrow, and even if I did, no. No, I can't help you right now. No, I can't do it. No, I will not get married. No, I will not date you. No, I can't go out this weekend. Just no. Those are just some examples. Just say no. We're living in a season, and I think we've always have where we're living in a season. And I think we always have where many people feel entitled. You ever dealt with someone like that before? They feel entitled to yes because of connection. I'm connected to you, so that means you need to tell me yes. I am connected to this person, and I know they will say yes. That is not a healthy relationship. That is not a healthy friendship, especially if they get mad at you for saying no. To me, in my mind, I look at that as total disrespect. And let me tell you, you're not the only person they're doing that to either. You may think you're the only one, but they're treating somebody else like that the same way. We talked a little bit earlier about boundaries earlier, but we didn't really go deep into it. So can we talk about how boundaries are connected to this subject? I would love to. Your no should be respected. Can you repeat that after me if you're watching? Say, my no should be respected. If anyone violates your boundaries, that is a clear indication that they have little to no respect for you. And let's face it, no one really likes hearing the word no, but that is in reality that we all will experience. I have been told no on numerous occasions. And let me tell you, it's a hard pill to swallow, but after I process it and respect that person's decision, getting upset and carrying on won't change anyone's mind. I have to respect their boundaries, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's about boundaries. The other person has their reasons as to why they said no to you. They may want to tell you about them, or they may not, but either way, you get it. You understand. This is so good for healthy relationship. No is a healthy word, believe it or not. There's nothing nasty about the word no. It's a healthy word. Sometimes you have to make that tough decision, that tough choice to say no. Even if you feel like it may cause conflict. If that person's a true friend of yours, they will respect your no. I think another thing we should practice too is stop saying yes when in reality or in your mind you really want to say no. Just to be real and direct, and just be real and direct that with that person, it is a no. If it is a no, just say so. Don't say yes when in your mind you really want to say no, because contrary to popular opinion, you are not really obligated to do something or anything for anyone. It doesn't make you heartless. It doesn't make you rude or unkind. You really don't. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. Therefore, don't allow anyone to make you feel that way. And if that's the case, and if it were true, we have a lot of bad people walking around. Would you agree? I guess I'll be considered a bad person too because I don't say yes to everything. Always keep in mind that sometimes that is just the reaction you will get from others. When you say no, you're not being unkind or rude, all because you said no. Do you find it weird that as long as you were saying yes to certain people, they were happy, they loved you, they affirmed you, they accepted you, they liked you, they weren't disappointed in you, they didn't feel rejected, they didn't feel like you were being rude, but oh boy, when you said no, things changed drastically. You became the very things that they didn't see before you said no. And if you see this, you may want to reevaluate the people you're connected to. That's very important. You may want to change the people you're connected to. Reevaluate that friends list in your life. It is time for you to start saying no. And this comes with understanding of your own worth and your own value. You will appreciate that word no. You will understand the gift of saying no, even when others don't. Learning to say no is realizing that you are valuable and choosing your own opinion about yourself over others. It's not that you don't care about how someone else feels, but they should also respect and care about how you feel as well. My no comes with boundaries. My no comes with respect. My no comes with value and worth. And now I realize the gift of saying no. I have learned that if you live your life dependent on other people's approval and opinion of you and saying yes all the time, you will never feel free and never will say no. Now, to some of you that may sound harsh, but it's really not. There's a polite way to decline. There's a polite way of getting your point across without being rude about it. So in closing, please stop saying, I'll think about it. Some of you have, and I have in the past. Or Somebody asks you a question or they petition you of something and you're like, I'll think about it. Let me give it thought. When in your mind, you know you do not want to participate in it. This is also a form of lying. Lying will most likely lead to guilt. And remember, this is what you are trying to avoid feeling. Just be firm, be direct, and overall, wear the gift of no with a badge of honor. My point today in today's message is okay to say no. They're going to get mad. They may call your names. They may reject you. It's okay. It's okay to say no. Because that word no is connected to boundaries. Stop feeling like you have to say yes to everything. I really hope that you understood my message today. No is not a bad word. It's a word that many of us need to embrace. It's a word that many of us need to understand and comprehend. Even in my life. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing that. Because we're so accustomed, like I said earlier, or programmed to saying yes to everything. We don't say no to anyone for any reason. And we have our reasons why we don't want to say no. But can I tell you this? If it's somebody in your life that truly loves you and honors you as a person and respects you, they won't throw a fit. They won't get angry. They will understand, okay, he said no. She said no. I need to back off and respect their no.
We hope you have enjoyed today's program. We want to connect with you. Visit us at facebook.com/The Brother Henry and You Show, or visit us on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Henry Harris 100. We're so grateful you tuned in today and hope you have a fantastic day.